Hello and welcome to World on 5. President Emmerson Mnangagwa yesterday led the nation in celebrating the 45th Zimbabwe Defense Forces Day at Rufaro Stadium, extolling the military for its steadfast role in defending the country's independence, sovereignty and territorial integrity. The president saluted the founding members of the Zimbabwe Defense Forces and urged the current generation of officers to draw inspiration from the sacrifices of the liberation struggle. Ibe Mabunda was following proceedings for us from Rufaro Stadium and filed the following report.
Now, thousands gathered here at Rufaro Stadium to celebrate the 45th Defense Forces Day, a celebration of fortitude and sacrifice by the country's military forces, elements that have framed the country's defense forces over the past near half a century. With Rufaro Stadium full of life and in full voice, President Mnangagwa took his place at the saluting days, leading the nation in honoring the courage and dedication of the defense forces. Flanked by the commander of the defense forces, the president inspected the parade with the troops standing at attention in precise formation, a display of military readiness and loyalty. The Commander-in-Chief of the Zimbabwe Defense Forces leading from the front in honoring the nation's fortress. In his address, President Mnangagwa paid tribute to the military men and women who dedicated their lives to serving Zimbabwe unconditionally.
On this occasion, we salute and celebrate the Zimbabwe Defense Force for their commendable work of safeguarding and protecting the independence, sovereignty, and territorial integrity of our great motherland.
President Mnangagwa commended the troops for their professionalism and urged them to remain steadfast in defending Zimbabwe.
Our correspondent Stachisiwe Gwazo spoke to some Harare residents to get their sentiments on the role played by the defense forces in maintaining peace in the country.
Synchronized thunder of boots and a parade march to the lightning-fast agility of acrobatic displays and the raw power of simulated combat maneuvers, that is the summary of those memorable moments. And this is the protector doing what he knows best, showcasing skill, discipline and teamwork, a true definition of the character.
The Zimbabwe Defense Forces does more than anchor the country's peace and security. They also partake in assistance of civil institutions. Among their humanitarian work, there is free medical outreach and building learning institutions. And as we celebrate this day, we interact with ordinary citizens to understand what they value most about this particular day.
For Hannah Tandi, a Harare resident, the Defense Forces Day is a day she also gets to celebrate her mother, who is a member of the forces.
Pazuva iri tinokoshesa zvinhu zvakawanda sekukoshesa vakarwira nyika inoi nekukoshesawo mama vangu because musoja.
The Defense Forces celebration drew a diverse crowd, captivating post-millennials, some of whom seemed excited. The traditional dance in particular left an impression difficult to ignore.
This is our home, this is our culture, and this is everything to us. And I really like the traditional dance because it brought back the old Zimbabwe.
In Marondera, the Mashonaland East provincial capital, the celebration saw people from all walks of life, regardless of political or social standing, converging at the stadium to salute the outstanding work being done by the Zimbabwe Defense Forces towards national development.
Military yedu yakatirwira vanotichengetedza nekuunza runyararo muZimbabwe havangomirire chete mukuunza runyararo kana kutichengetedza. Makatarisa Defense Forces Day, masoja edu mazuva ano vane madepartments akasiyana siyana, vanoita maconstruction ezvikoro, maconstruction emaclinics, vachipartner nemadevelopment house akawanda. Saka izuva ratinochereredza zvakanyanya tichivatenda. Even pakauya nyika yedu munoziva kuti iyo mauto aya ndo vaimhanya vachitirwira kumberi kuti tinge tiri patiri kunge takasununguka.
The announcement of the new 53-member Suminwa II government was met with frustration and disappointment in South Kivu's capital, Bukavu, where many viewed the reshuffle as a missed opportunity for genuine national renewal amid ongoing peace talks with the M23 group in Doha and Washington. Residents and political analysts alike decried the return of familiar faces, fearing the cabinet will do little to address the deep-rooted conflict and instability. Opposition communicator Albert Matabaro denounced President Felix Tshisekedi's decision of reappointing 90% of his former ministers.
Il a voulu peut-être honorer ses pairs parce que le moment n'est pas porté pour faire notre gouvernement. Nous n'attendons qu'un seul gouvernement qui tantôt devrait être de l'Union nationale, comme lui il disait, mais qui n'a pas été aussi comme ça devrait. La configuration n'a pas été respectée. Les conseillers en matière de sécurité aberrante avaient fait des consultations d'ici et là pour qu'on puisse former un gouvernement d'union nationale. Mais on est en train de regretter, ce n'était pas un remaniement, c'était des permutations de ministère au ministère. Il y a eu quelques figures qu'on a intégrées juste qui étaient encore à l'extérieur pour applaudir les chefs de l'État. Tout ça, nous ne sommes pas d'accord pour la population du site Kivu qui est en train de souffrir chaque jour.
That's all we had for Old and Five. Have a good afternoon.